residents to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the Doctor himself.
Hello.
Each week we talk about the weird and wonderful world of DC while fielding questions from listeners like you.
I'm going to take a big swing here because we're recording this out of order. So whatever happened last week, I don't know about now.
That's true.
I'm going to say we are Canadian Podcast Award winners.
Oh no, don't do
Dr.
that.
DC podcast.
Don't.
We did it, baby.
Oh god.
We brought it home. The big hardware.
This is like the Trump Hillary election where everyone was like, and Hillary obviously is going to do it.
I'm calling it.
Oh no.
I am calling this vote. We did it.
I mean, this is even less likely than
Hashtag mission accomplished.
Oh no. This is a mistake. I mean, your hubris.
It'd be really funny if by the time we record the episode that came out last week, I'm fully humbled. It's a weird bounce back in like the confidence.
They actually told us to never apply again.
Oh. Because it's not fair to the other entrants. I mean, yes, but not the way
No, not that way. Yeah, I'm gonna say it was nice to be nominated.
Of course it was, but even nicer to win.
And that one day,
which we did.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Or I will eat a sausage.
Wait a minute, you just do that anyways. This feels like a win-win situation for you.
All I do is win.
No matter what.
Cue music.
Here's my thinking on it is we're so drastically different from everybody. Either we're going to be the bottom or the top.
Yeah. Although I would have thought that during the nomination phase.
True.
Yeah.
Fair. So
we've also probably talked this to death.
Oh,
on
yeah.
What will have been last week's episode.
Yeah, this was a mistake. This is what happens. You shouldn't have nominated us.
Yeah. This is what you nominated. You gave us a mandate for this.
You provided us content. And we bleed content through a diamond.
Oh, good Lord.
Huh? What?
I don't know that it's that good.
The podcast?
The content.
Oh. Speaking of the podcast.
Wow. It's Sunday morning.
I mean, you know what happens when we do this.
Yeah.
On Sunday morning.
Cue music.
This is Fanagar.
Yeah, baby.
The only residual content from a bygone era that had no quality. Fanagar.
Yeah. Yeah. What a weird holdover.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
It was worth it. No, it wasn't.
Yeah. The legacy is secure. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're already in it. By the time you're listening to this, this is now the 6th day of the Tournament of Pandering. There's a new vote up today while you're listening. We already did our Fight Night episode that came out last week. And of course, we know all the winners because this came out afterward.
That's right. That's why we're saying we won the Canadian
which also
Award.
Definitely happened. Hashtag mission accomplished. Yeah, no, but all this week, there's going to be an episode every day this week. So what does that include? It's some of these little short ones, kind of like when we do Docmas, but then our 250th that we recorded on Saturday, that is coming out this week, and also our annual, which that'll come out at the end of the week. It just so happens that's when the annual's.
I can't believe that this is only the second time that we've done this.
The week of episodes. Yeah,
yeah.
I know this feels like an idea we should have had earlier.
Well, I know when we did have it, it was Docmas, and then
yeah. Sorry, let me rephrase. It feels like an idea we should have stolen from ourselves earlier.
Yes.
Which in turn was an idea stolen from elsewhere.
100%. Yeah. Multiple sources. Yeah. So
we're like fencing the stolen idea through other stolen ideas.
This is part 1, day 1.
Day 1 of 27. No.
What? I did not agree to this.
I had to drink every episode.
I'm not drinking for a very long time.
Yeah, you're still not over the last one.
No. I went to a party last night, and I was like, I'm literally not having anything.
No.
That's not. But then
Very smart.
But then I ate way too much barbecue.
And you were like, well, I got to balance this out.
No.
So you had 5 G&Ts?
Yeah. Oh, God. No, but I just like did not feel good even after that.
Right.
So much brisket. Oh, my God.
I will say this. You're not going to believe that. This is so much banter up top. We normally don't have this much. Are we not friends anymore? We have this much to catch up on?
Yeah, even though I see you every
day.
single day. Every single day. One day a week I don't see you.
Yeah, but you're my boss now.
Yeah, that's right. I was just your daddy before.
Yeah. Oh, boss man. This is what happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My wife was working, and she wanted me and my daughter to show up with dinner just in her break. Just eat with her and whatever.
Yeah.
And she placed an order at the barbecue place in town.
Oh, yeah.
She asked me what I wanted, and I answered with my heart. And what my heart said was, I don't think I want anything.
What?
I was just like, I love barbecue so much, but it was like, can I eat that much just like meat and grease and fat and sauce? And I was like,
usually the answer is yes.
And I was like, I can't.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have a dish
I
there.
finally hit some sort of ceiling.
Nah, you'll find more space.
I ate a bunch of carrots and stuff yesterday.
Who even are you anymore?
I hate myself.
They have a dish there called the trash can.
Fuck, don't remind me. I love it so much.
My wife, whenever she wants to eat that, points at her stomach and says, put the trash can in the garbage truck.
That's amazing.
It's very good. I like that a lot.
All of that to say, yes, this is the first episode of a week full of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going into the mailbag to get some questions we either didn't get to on certain episodes or that didn't fit an episode, so they got tossed in the mailbag.
We get lettuce. We get lettuce. We get lots and lots lettuce.
I don't know what's happening here.
It's a Doughboys mailbag song.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We're just going to steal that now, too.
We're stealing everything else. Oh, interesting. The game that we stole, that podcast just ended, so now it's ours.
That's right. And it always was.
Yeah, that's right. Prove me wrong. We're still standing. They're not. Clearly, we deserved it.
Oh, maybe that's how they should decide Canadian Podcast Award winners. Trial by combat. We put a bunch of weak podcasters in a cage and made them fight. It took forever.
Yeah, there was so much loading of inhalers.
Yeah, they kept like pausing the fight every like 20 minutes to be like, "This is brought to you by Casper Mattress."
I was gonna say they kept pausing it to make sure that they were recording.
No, that's just us.
Yeah, are we? Is that not a thing for podcasters?
That's not the norm.
That's not the way you do it. Is constantly doubting.
Like us at a podcast conference being like, "Don't you hate when you like have to check that you're still recording?" And everyone's like, "No."
Well, they learn how to podcast.
Smoke bomb.
Fanagar. So we basically just took a lot of questions that we didn't answer. A lot of the times we get questions after we'd already done the episode.
Yeah, you slowpokes.
Yeah, figure your shit out. We just get questions through emails, stuff that we haven't.
Sometimes we just don't like your questions until later.
Until we're desperate for content.
We need them.
Yeah. Until we're just like, I guess like
and then we're like, oh shit, where were those questions?
Yeah, welcome to the B team.
Jesus Christ.
So
let's do it.
Why don't we get through them? There is no theme, except for the only theme is that there is no theme.
Yeah. And we're allowed to do that because we are Canadian Podcast Award winners.
Oh, no.
You heard it here.
Oh, my God. You're about to be hoisted on your own petard.
Or insufferably vindicated.
Oh, I will say, if we did win, you're going to regret
My
it.
heel turn is permanent if we win.
Well, the problem is that if I'm bad and you're bad, we're just bad.
I think I was hoping maybe it would swing you around to good.
I don't know why you would think that.
I don't know either.
That's not like me at all.
That's true. This has been a miscalculation.
I'm not here to balance any scales. I'm just here to bring it all down.
Yeah.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And some just want to finish crafting their suit. And
I feel like we're parodying ourselves now.
Oh,
when
we
do
definitely
that.
are.
It's just like it becomes less interesting when it's just like, let's just say the things that we always say.
Yeah.
Make a suit. It's like, oh god.
Oh, are we like Tarantino or like Wes Anderson now? We're like too many layers deep in our own shit.
We're the Rolling Stones, and we just got on stage and it's like, bow, 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 down, down, bow, bow, down.
I can't get no evil Alfred.
No, that's good. Let's go over to Facebook.
Go to the face and the book. Go to the Facebook.
The one and only question on Facebook comes from We've Only Just Dandon, who asks, what is your favorite Pernille Oram DC superhero girls costume design?
Have you seen those DC superhero girls? Like there's the comics, there's the cartoon and stuff like that. Have you seen? There's not.
I have seen it.
Most of the designs aren't necessarily like wildly different, but they are different. You know, like a big part of it is like sometimes like they're all in school, so there's like a version of their costume that also looks like something you could wear to school. So there's all sorts of these cool redesigns of characters.
I do like it because it's definitely because they're children. It's way less, it's not gazy at all.
Well,
so.
yes, yeah, very important feature there. Yeah. I think my favorite one. I mean, my favorite one that feels maybe just like slightly different is the Zatanna one. I think the Zatanna one's a lot of fun. I like the there's a lot more purple in that instead of just being black and white. I kind of dig that.
Your daughter watches this, doesn't she?
We've seen a little bit, but actually she doesn't watch this as much as I would have thought.
Well, yeah, because she's used to watching like Darkseid rip people apart, and she's just like, why would I?
Yeah. She's a real Snyder bro.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
Yeah. She keeps sending me messages saying like, actually, Watchmen is pretty. Yeah, no, I think I like that Zatanna one. The Wonder Woman one's cool. And I think the thing I like about the Wonder Woman design too is like they also make her look like more Greek. Like she's not just like white.
Oh, really?
Not that Greek people aren't white, but you know what I mean? Like she
tread carefully.
No, you know what I mean.
Thank God they're white.
She looks Mediterranean is what I mean.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I dig those.
I like the is Batgirl's like school costume like the hoodie?
Yeah, yeah. That's
really
a really
that.
cool one. And I love that it's like the full purple and yellow. I think I like when those colors are used for Batgirl as opposed to her just being like in another black Batman costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig those. I think they're all very like fun,
the
colorful.
Ivy one is really like a huge change, and I like it.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Fair.
The Ivy one's good. The Harley one is kind of cute. She's got like a diamond patterned sweater vest kind of
just kind of looks like Harley though.
But she looks like Harley. The Ivy one is a big change. The one that's probably the least changed from the comics is Jessica Cruz.
Yeah.
That costume is basically like straight from the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig them. I think they're pretty cool.
I still always come back to this. The pun that really sold me on DC superhero girls as a concept was the one where they had like a test coming and the comic was called Finals Crisis.
I mean,
and I was like, this is right where I live.
That's just content you would have written.
You made like a kid thing and a pun on the most insane crossover. It's like, yeah, I'm in. You got me.
The biggest possible swing and it worked.
Finals Crisis. That definitely sold me from day one.
Yeah, that's a put the lime in the cherry if I've ever heard it.
It's a joke for no one.
Yeah, except for me. That's most of my humor. It's all for me. All right, let's leave Facebook and head on over to Instagram.
Oh, my Twinstagram.
Oh, no.
Looking at my search terms.
Hashtag Twinstagram.
Yeah. Now we're going to Instagram. Take some questions and answer them.
That better be a hashtag people are using is Twinstagram.
I mean, it must be. Like if they A, are twins, or B, are wearing the same outfit.
Yeah, it's Twinstagram.
Twinstagram, or C, Joey and Tom Lennon holding their hands out.
Did you watch the reunion too?
Yeah. Which, like, listen, I I know the show's got it's problematic. I know it. I know, but I grew up on it. I fucking love Friends. I'm sorry. I just fucking love Friends. I can't help it. I know what all of the problems are, and I love it.
I didn't realize because there's a lot of like homophobic stuff in there, but I didn't realize that one of the like writers is also like LGBT. One of the head writers.
But I mean, that's probably part of the era was like, what are the jokes about this thing where we can still talk about it, but it's, you know what I mean? It still sucks, but like.
I did like someone made like a Photoshop of the like reunion cover art, and it said it's a Friends. It said Botox.
Well, I mean, really,
it's crazy.
I mean, the one of all of them that looks the best is Lisa Kudrow.
Oh yeah,
she's perfect.
I don't think she's had any work done.
No, she looks amazing.
Yeah, which
is funny because Lisa Kudrow is obviously attractive, but the show always played her as so weird and stuff. But like me now, I'm like, oh yeah, Lisa Kudrow,
she can get it.
Yeah, her and actually, Schwimmer, he can do it.
He's okay.
Yeah. Can we talk about the one bombshell that I wasn't ready for? I know a lot of Friends trivia. The thing I didn't know was the
crush
that
they were super into
that
each
Schwimmer
other?
and Aniston were nearly a real thing.
I guarantee they at least slept together.
Yeah, but that they were almost a thing.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, compare anybody against Brad Pitt, and you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like,
who do I pick? Brad Pitt, David Schwimmer.
I mean, that's a hard toss right there. I mean, who knows? Yeah, that was crazy. I still don't necessarily know if I believe the dental work thing.
Which one was that one?
The fact that Matthew Perry, they were like, the reason why he was slurring and like was being so weird is because he had dental surgery right before this.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I don't want to go down the whole Friends road because it could be its own double, probably.
Fair.
But Matthew Perry in that reunion, seems the saddest of them all.
Because he is.
He seems the loneliest of them all.
Because he is. Yeah.
But also, like, oh my God, like, we knew at the time he was struggling with drinking and stuff. And, like, he's had that kind of roller coaster. And
if there ever was an Icarus.
Yeah, like he
burned the brightest and the fastest, I think, compared to all of them.
He had a very hard go, but it also kind of feels like he got left behind too.
Oh, totally.
And I don't know if that's his doing or someone else's, but like you could feel it in that reunion. He says like 20 words in 2 hours.
But I also think
he's like not there.
Yeah, I think because he couldn't really. I mean, whenever he did say anything, he was really struggling to get anything out.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
it was. I mean, it was crazy. But
yeah.
It was a reminder.
I think Janice said more than him in the reunion.
Oh, totally. It was a reminder to me, though, that like
I feel bad.
I was like, oh yeah, he was like a star more than any of them, I think, for a while.
For a little bit there was a minute where it was like, is Matthew Perry like the shit?
Like, more than even like Jennifer Aniston. Like he was getting like, because she really like had a second career a bit later in her life.
I know exactly what you mean. There was a moment there where it was like, man, Matthew Perry really capitalized on this.
Like everything. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Associated with nothing.
And anyway, Instagram.
First question comes from Robbie's Just This Guy. Sure.
Robbie's Just This Friends reunion?
Wow, what a stretch.
I don't know.
Robbie's Just This Gunther.
Oh,
when he showed up and I was like, who is that? Wait, that's Gunther?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's just like, I still love the show. I got my hat from the Central Perk. I'm like, oh, buddy.
Robbie's Just This Guy?
Yeah, wow. You have a Gunther?
Rachel?
Weird.
You're working right now?
Why is this just new or is this like
that's the first time I've ever done a Gunther.
You nailed it. I was like, you had this in your pocket? How often did you watch Friends? Am I just finding out?
I'm so fun at parties.
Guys, hold on. Check out my Gunther.
Yeah, check out my Gunther. I don't say anything, but I just hover around other friends having fun.
Yeah, and I leer at women.
Just one.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Oh.
Oh, God, with a lot of intent. Robbie's Just This Guy asks, Canonically, what was the best hug in the DC universe?
Oh.
That feels like the wrong time to bring this up after talking about Gunther.
Oh, yeah. It's probably Gunther and Rachel.
That does remind me of the Toby and Pam thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah. Remember when that was funny? When leery men, like, took advantage of their position to take advantage of women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the best hug in DC? There are some good ones.
Is there do Batman and Superman hug after watching that like tentacle alien thing have sex?
I love that came up, A, at all, and B, when we had Keith on.
I was checking the other day in some statistics of ours, and that episode is the most like rewatched episode of all of our episodes.
Really?
Because it's like of like I was looking through like the percentage of people like who started an episode and listened to it.
Yeah.
And that one it's like 120%.
Oh, wow.
Which means that people re-listen to that episode.
That's amazing.
And fully listen to it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I really, really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there are some canonical great hugs. I think Beetle and Booster have good hugs. Like, they're bros. They see each other after a long time or something. They've got some good hugs.
Great.
I think the one that comes to mind, DC Universe Rebirth #1, it's Barry and Wally. Wally's been trapped in the Speed Force through the whole New 52.
Yeah.
He finally breaks out, and like people don't remember him because the continuity's different. And then there's this sort of moment, and the Speed Force connects them, and then Barry and Wally have this big hug, and Barry's like, "How could I forget you?"
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like that's a pretty powerful one, relatively recent, but pretty big one. God, good hugs. Interesting. Are there any good hugs in some of like the stuff I'm trying to think of, like, are there any good hugs from that chunky Superman and like Superman for All Seasons or something like that? He kind of sits next to Ma Kent and cozies up. But I don't know if there's any big chunkum hugs.
No, because oh god, I'd love to be hugged by that version of Superman.
The Tim Sale Superman must give the best hugs.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's got to feel like
that's the ideal man body type.
Yeah, you might not like it, but that's what peak performance is.
That was something my trainer said to me the other day when we were working out.
Really?
Yeah. You might not like it, but this is peak performance.
He's using memes against you?
Look at that's what it is.
That's funny.
I'm like a young kind of millennial, so it's the only way that I know how to communicate.
Sure, yeah.
I has workouts.
I Ken has workout. Yeah, all your workout belong to
that's
exercise.
That's not even meme culture anymore. That's like pre-internet culture. Like,
sorry. I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking of other specific ones. That one is really in there. I'm sure like Harley and Ivy have got some good hugs.
Wow, I don't know why that sounded so creepy.
I mean, I think I also accidentally made it creepy.
Yeah, just by pausing a bit.
Harley and Ivy?
Are they Harley and Ivy has a really good hug?
I mean, Superman is just such a good hugger, though, too. It's got to be Superman. Superman has to give the best hug. Next to that Barry and Wally one, I don't know where it is in the comics, but it must belong to Superman.
Because there's so much intent behind it, right? Because when Superman hugs
he can be like firm and gentle, like he gives you all the safety.
But he has to give you 100% of his attention, because otherwise he'll eviscerate you.
I mean,
That's the reason why I hug him. Just the idea.
I love the danger of it.
Yeah. Eviscerate me.
Easy.
What?
Good Lord. That was also a weird part of the Friends reunion.
You know who I really hate is that host.
We won't even say his name.
Yeah. Limey
Voldemort.
Bastard. Both limey bastards, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my answer.
If you have any other hugs that we're not thinking of, let us know.
Yeah, God. You know what? Go to the next question. I'm just going to I don't usually do this, but I want to see like what happened. What does Google think are like the best DC Comics hugs?
Yeah, give us your late hug recommendation. #behind hug.
What? I don't know.
What? Is that a problem? That's the way I greet all of my employees. Why is that a problem?
Oh no. Oh no.
Sneak attack.
Let's see. Best hugs. Oh, I mean, it's not like a nice moment hug, but there's that moment in Identity Crisis where Batman is holding Tim Drake, where Tim's dad gets killed and Batman and Tim are like racing to get there. They don't get there in time, and Tim's dad is dead, and Bruce is like, holy shit, I just made another orphan. Like, we didn't save his dad. And there's like a moment of him holding Tim. That's a pretty good one. Oh,
don't worry, Bruce. I'll handle this one.
See, it's definitely Superman though. Like, even look at these, like him and the super family. Superman's the best hugger. I know that's not quite what the question was, but it's definitely Superman.
Yeah, whenever it was Superman.
Yeah,
I like it. Next question.
I was gonna say, come back to us, man.
No, I want to be in that moment. The idea of that's too good. There's a TikTok guy I've been following lately who is this bi dude who's like who posts content about both like with ladies and zaddies,
right?
Which I've been really enjoying.
It sounds like sort of content I can get behind.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. He does a bachelor for like Disney daddies.
Ooh.
So he does like within.
I mean, it's King Triton.
No, it's the dad from the what's that New Orleans?
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I called my daughter a big kid.
Yeah,
because she's growing up. I'm trying to positively reinforce that. I'm also trying where I remember not to use gendered words. So I say like, wow, you're such a big kid. And then she watches that Princess and the Frog a lot. So then she'll turn around and she goes, you're a big daddy. I go like,
look, that's only Richard. Only Richard can call me that.
Yeah. And that's what I tell her.
Yeah. That's for Uncle Richard only.
How dare you? That's our thing.
Next question comes from, what the fuck? My wife? The Jess? That's my wife.
Yeah, now she's writing into my Canadian podcast award-winning show.
No, it's my award-winning show.
Tumbleweed.
Who asks, why is he called Black Lightning when lightning is white, blue, yellow, or violet and not black? I mean, this feels like a pointed question.
Well, there is an official reason that is sort of a retcon, but it's not like it doesn't. It still supports all of the stuff from the original Black Lightning series, even if it wasn't explicitly said.
Yeah,
the retcon is
it's explicit, but not.
It's from like Final Crisis, I think, and
Finals Crisis.
Yeah. Tattooed Man.
God, that is good.
Or someone, or Mr. Terrific, or some. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, it's Infinite Crisis. Mr. Terrific is talking with Black Lightning, and he says something about. He makes a crack about the name, and Black Lightning says, "Listen, kid, when I started, there weren't very many of us out there. I wanted people to know who was saving the day, or I wanted criminals to know who was beating them." He's like, "I was Black Lightning," and it's literally because he's black.
Yeah,
it's not. I mean, some artists have rendered him shooting actual black lightning and stuff like that. But the real reason is that he was the one protecting that neighborhood, that he was fighting corruption in that. And he wanted people to know that it was a black person stepping up and saving the day and being an example for their community and taking like charge when everyone else abandoned them.
Wow.
Because again, Suicide Slum was the corner of Metropolis that Superman did not patrol.
Yeah.
Basically.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. That answers that question. Surprisingly, we exited pretty unscathed.
Yeah. And another thing.
But here's my problem with it.
Uh-oh. Listen, my problem isn't the light. No.
Oh, no.
Could you imagine?
What a heel turn. I mean, you said you were going to do it, but Jesus.
No, I would never go that far. It's only a heel turn in terms of like, now I think I will gatekeep.
But based on quality.
We're prestige now.
Yeah. Are you enough of a fan?
Jesus Christ.
Things are gonna start changing around here.
Yeah. Starting by doubling all those Patreon fees.
Oh yeah, Apple's got that new subscription fee. That's on top of the Patreon.
And that. Yeah. You want to listen to the early days before the Zeppelin?
That's behind a wall, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told you not to, but if you want to, I gotta get a little something out of it.
So mean. It would instantly backfire. No one would do that.
Also, we would never do that because,
No, of course not.
but not because we're bad, because we're good guys, but because I looked at the process and you have to like get a tax number and stuff like that.
Way too difficult.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I love money, but not that much.
Bureaucracy saved your asses this time.
But if they make it, if there's a PayPal login, you're fucked. All right, let's leave Instagram and head on over to the Doc Scored.
Oh no!
And go. And now.
Shut the
1, 2, 3, go.
Shut the fuck
3,
up, man.
2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, it's not classic rock, but I have one.
Oh
You
my
ready?
God. I mean, no, but sure.
Man, it's a Doc Scored. Like 7 Doc Scored in the mid Doc Scored. Just like the Doc Scored under the moon. It's the Docs that make the score, making Doc Scored school.
You got the kind of Doc Score that could be so scored.
Give me your Docs and your scored. And scored your Docs about it.
Yeah, well, that was worth it.
Yeah.
You saved it because it was such a fucking banger.
Oh, God. I saw a tweet the other day that was just like someone in the 90s was like, we should pair up Santana with the guy from Matchbox 20 to make the biggest song ever. And they were right.
They were. I used to know that solo. I
That's also kind of why I picked it, because I was like, Richard will let this go.
Yeah, it's true. Only just because it has a place in my heart.
Yeah.
The last question comes from our favorite spacey, sexy texter.
Cosmic DM.
That's right, taking a rocket ship.
Oh, easy.
Taking a fucking rocket ship that can also land.
Okay.
It's a fucking,
Like the SpaceX.
Yeah. Cosmic DMX.
Does it explode after it lands?
Cosmic DMX.
Gonna give it to you?
That's right.
Oh my God. What question is he gonna give to us?
Row, row. He asks, or he gives us, is Superman circumcised? So here's the thing. He came to Earth as a baby, but I think within a time frame that he could have already, if Krypton did that, he could have been. He could not have been when he gets to Earth because there's nothing powerful enough to do it.
But it also depends kind of on your version of Superman's origin. There are some versions where from baby onward, like just any age under the yellow sun, crazy superpowers.
Yeah.
You know, even actually in his first appearance, there's like a panel of like a little baby in a diaper, like holding the crib up.
Yes.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's in Action Comics #1.
Yeah.
But there are other versions, kind of like the stuff that inspired Smallville TV show, where it's like, as he started to mature, then the powers develop.
Yeah, but I wonder if the invincibility was always there.
It could very well have been, and then it's the other powers that come after. Yeah, that's true too.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. Based on the location, there's a good chance that they were Christian.
The Kents?
Yeah.
I mean, they almost certainly were. Yeah. I mean, until they adopted an alien and they were like, well, I guess religion's wrong.
Well, that's fair. That's really that's a story we haven't told yet.
They're like, we used to go to church and then we raised a fucking alien.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're just like, God sent us an alien, Martha. Like,
God sent us an alien, just like it said in Leviticus.
Or they're just like, this is Jesus. I mean, he's got all. I mean, that's an interesting concept too.
And then someone leads in and says, actually, he's based on Moses.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Is he circumcised? This is I'm putting way too much thought into this.
No, but I mean, it's worth the thought, right? Because they didn't know that he was. For every story that I've ever read or heard of, I don't think they realized that he's weak against kryptonite, as a baby.
Yeah,
that's a thing that they find out later on in his life, right?
Which means that they wouldn't have had the tools or capacity to do it.
So
the real question here is Krypton a society that has either elective or just full, as part of their society, circumcision? What we're really asking here is, do people get circumcised on Krypton?
That's really the question, right?
Yeah.
Because I think
Jor-El always wears that headband. He's not really he's not really a hood guy. I think he's circumcised. Although when he shows up as Mr. Oz, he is wearing a hood.
Really?
So let's read into that. When Dr. Manhattan saved him from Krypton exploding, he also gave him back his foreskin. He was uncircumcised by Dr. Manhattan. I'm going to say that's canon.
He actually gave him a little bit extra. It was more of a 5 skin.
Yeah. For some reason, in my head, it's so insane that I'm thinking about this much. For some reason,
have you started on this podcast just today?
For some reason, in my head, I see Superman as circumcised. Maybe it's because it's
that's all you really see.
The clean cut, literally Clark Kent
clean
thing.
Cut?
Yeah. There's nothing in the way, He's just like, this is it. And you're like, yeah.
I thought me and Superman had so much in common. I guess not.
Do you think we share too much on this?
I'm sorry. This is the line?
Yeah.
I think there's a Patreon episode that would say otherwise. Subscribe today to find out.
There are so many Patreon episodes where we tell weird, shameful secrets. Sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. That's really the value of it. Oh, also, we just did a Patreon episode where we pit all of you against each other.
Yeah, we did
a fight night with our fans. Yeah. So, and not just people who are paying. So,
yeah.
So if you want to know what we think about you, that's where
if we think that you would win in a fight,
and what your abilities are going to be.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You want to subscribe today to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at you, Iceman Customs.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? I have no idea where I could go with that.
Oh yeah, no. Just hey, can you just open your phone, go to the Patreon app, find us, subscribe.
I'm glad you're grabbing your
phone, and then take your phone and put it in a block of ice.
God, I had no idea it was going to go there. You're a comedic genius.
Thank you.
God, we should do that more often.
And that's why we won specifically Best Comedy Series. I'm going to go even deeper on it. I'm calling that we specifically won Best Comedy Series at the Canadian Podcast Awards. Remember that hashtag mission accomplished.
Yeah, if we got leisure, we're not even going to address it.
No.
Comedy or nothing, baby. What even is leisure? I don't want it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I think we answered that, though. I say Superman is circumcised.
I mean, you thought about it.
And I also say that Jor-El was circumcised, and Dr. Manhattan gave him his foreskin back. Canonically. And I think we know that based on whether or not Jor-El wears a hood. I think there's a direct correlation.
It was a little wink from the writers.
Yeah. They were like, do you know what else happened?
What? Suddenly he got a hood.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he wasn't.
Yeah, you would.
Just because I want to be exactly like Superman.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing holding you back from being exactly like Superman.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, what else would you be referring to? I started working out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm basically Superman.
Do you end every workout like Henry Cavill running up that like Nova Scotia beach, like stealing clothes off a clothesline? Like,
yeah, I've got clothes, but I want yours.
Yeah.
That's it for this week. Or today. That's it for this day.
We'll see you tomorrow.
That's where, oh my God. This is like, I'm getting from Docmas flashbacks.
Also, like, find us on all the social media. Subscribe to Patreon. There's a lot of fun stuff happening this month. And check out Ghostfacers.
Yeah. We have a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
Check it out.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao, ciao.
Adios.
All the superheroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.